that funny? Mark didn't even know what his worst habit was. I mean, I don't even think I've got one. Farting.
Touching. Anyway, let's say both to be on the safe side. So, Mark has missed out on a night down the pub, but we haven't missed a thing. Join us to analyse the aftermath of the last 24 hours of jungle life right here on I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here now. Hello and welcome to I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here now. Everyone's feeling better after a night out in the jungle arms. Well, everyone except Mark, who ended up having a quiet night in, all by himself. An afternoon getting showered in jungle filth in the trial seems to have cheered Anthony up no end. But will he be able to say the same about Sunita after she's faced the horrendous elevator? Will there be a hangover from last night's fun and games? Will things get spicier now they've lost their contraband? Over the next hour, we'll be discussing all this and more, and we want you to be part of it. Contact us with all your observations and opinions and be part of the debate. Here's how to get involved.
It's easy to get in touch. Just go to Facebook, Twitter, or our website. Send us your videos, take part in our caption competition, or tell us exactly what you think about this year's campmates. You can even call us live. All the ways to contact us can be found on our website, itv.com/celebrity.
There you go. It's easier than a question of Philip Schofield. And look what's just been smuggled into the studio. It's Anton Deck. Hello. I'm a little bit let down. I thought you were going to change it into those leaf costumes just then.
That's for later, around by the pool.
Is that later? OK, yeah. I'll be looking forward to that. How are you guys?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
And not too bad. And Sunita's going to be doing another trial.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Looking forward to that. You love that. You're not going to get out finished work for a while.
Nah, it could take a while, this trial, to be fair.
Anthony, yesterday, really surprised me.
Why?
Because he was so happy for a change.
Yeah,
as soon as he saw your faces. I get this every day, but he only gets that every time he does a trial.
It did go quite showbiz mode, didn't he, when he was speaking to us? He kind of bitched around all day by the campfire, and then when he kind of came up with the source for the trial, it was, hiya!
Do you think he knows that we see him all the time? That was very good. That was almost too good.
Hiya!
Well, he did. He came down to us and he said, I've had a really bad morning, and he just went on about the Tilly lamps, and nobody lit the Tilly lamp. I was the last person on in bed, nobody lit the lamp. And he went on and on and on about it.
They're both very good at that. They've been practicing.
Too good. He moaned about that a bit. But then I think he had it.
Sorry.
You're dancing?
There's a little dancing. There's a little bit of dance. There ain't no fly between my legs.
Sorry. I didn't realise there was music.
Music in my head. Let's talk about the live trial tomorrow.
Yes, live trial
tomorrow. Because you loved it last year. It was great fun. Remember with Gillian McKee?
You say fun.
I don't think we'll have a fainter this year, I wouldn't think. Or a fainter. Yeah, live trial is always a bit nerve-wracking. Just you never know what's going to happen. You never know if they're actually going to do it or bail out, so it's quite
I'm excited as well, because I'm going to go down there as well with Joe and have a look around.
Well, give it a go. You're going to test it out?
Not going to give it a go. I've already done a trial. I've already done a trial.
Very good.
That's me done now. That's me done forever.
Okay.
Forever.
Ever?
But live trial, how does that always go? Because you never know what's going to happen.
Well, that's the thing. You never know whether they're going to do it, whether they're not going to do it. You've got half an hour of live telly, and if they don't do it, we're a bit stuck.
A little bit stuck.
To be
and
fair.
we don't know that many tap moves. You know, we can't fingers for half an hour.
Never going to let me forget that. Well, guys, off you go to the elevator. Have fun at that.
Okay,
thank you.
And I hope Sunita takes ages to do it.
Oh, thanks very much. Have a good show, everybody.
Bye, everyone. See you later. Bye.
Right, let's get down to the important job of talking all things celebrity, and who better to help us than our astute and articulate jungle aficionados. It's our panel! So, let's meet them. She's a sweet little asset to the show. Joining us for the first time, it's the gorgeous sugar babe, Jade Ewan. Now, he's been with us a few days, yet there still seems to be no sign of a tan. He's a student of all things celebrity. It's Matt Edmondson. Oh, and where would I be without my two awesome assistants? He always makes a good point. It's human hilarity generator, Russell Kane. And he still points at planes. It's our very own Cockney charmer, Joe Swash. First of all, Jade, great to have you. What are your first impressions so far?
Oh, I love it. I can't watch the show without feeling personally like I'm going through the trial myself. So I sit there, I'm screaming at the screen. I'm like, no, the spiders. I don't understand why you put yourself through it. I feel sorry for Sunita. I want to give her a hug, but...
You'd be like Sunita,
I
wouldn't you?
would be like her. I would.
You two would be terrible together. You'd just be screaming.
I wouldn't come on the show, though, because I know that people would be like, right, I'm going to vote her in to do the
So are you saying Sunita's dumb for agreeing to come and do this?
Oh, straight in there. Guys, I want to ask you, have you ever heard there's a saying, too many cooks spoil the broth? Yeah. Well, as the campfire has been heating up, so has the tension. If Anthony can't stand the heat, should he get out of the kitchen? Jade?
Yeah, I think he should. It's really nice what he's doing, and it's great, but I kind of feel like it's self-inflicted pressure. And if he doesn't want to do it and it's too stressful, then...
He does want to do it, though.
Somebody else, he does, I know, but he complains about it.
It's like your mum, you know, when your mum cooks your dinner and you don't eat it. She gives
Did
you
your mum still cook your dinner, Joe?
Only on Sundays. You know that when your mum cooks your dinner and you don't want to eat, it's like, I've worked on this all day long. It's like, you didn't have to. I didn't ask you.
Yeah. But then Joe shall go, I won't do it tomorrow. I won't do it tomorrow. And you'll think, oh, I need feeding tomorrow.
It's always there, though. It's always there.
Matt, Anthony said he felt like an enemy. Do you think he's being, dare I say it, overdramatic?
I mean, I dread to think. I think if there's two words that can't apply to Anthony, it's overdramatic. He's just Anthony, as you said. Yeah. He is just Anthony. I mean, he does love the drama, and I think that he's cultivating that. He likes to be the centre of attention. So when he's moaning about cooking, if they took it away from him, he'd be moaning that he wasn't doing it. He wants all eyes on him all the time. But he would make a great panto villain. If I was booking a panto, I'd get him in.
Go straight for Anthony. Well, in particular, he seems to be getting frustrated with Stephanie. Take a look at this exclusive footage from earlier in the day.
Gives it air. Come on. There you go.
There it is. There it is. OK. Well, don't leave that. Don't. Just take it up to there.
And then clockwise.
I know. I live with these. They're in my house in Kenya.
You just said, how'd you get that off? Huh? So I'm presuming you didn't know because you asked how to get that off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't be so tough on me.
No.
You know.
That's the only reason I was saying.
Too many cooks.
The thing goes on there.
Too many cooks.
No use in having him in Kenya if you can't use him, is there?
He really can't hide his frustrations, can he, Jade? Like, you can see it all in his face.
I really like how he does his little, just saying, little nervous laugh afterwards. I just think, oh, bless him, you can see he's fighting it. But I really want him and Stephanie to, like, properly kick off, because I don't know who'd back down.
Yeah.
I don't think either would, and I'm not sure who would win, but I think it would be very entertaining.
Yeah, I think it's a case of he's got no patience. He's got patience for the people that are in the original camp, like his Mark and the original ones. I don't think he's got the patience for the other lot. He's probably
That's because they do what he says.
Yeah, I think he's true. You're right. I think he's probably struggled more than any of them to adapt to having the people joining the camp.
Maybe, like Stephanie said, he just needs another poo.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that cures everything. Initially, Fatima was kind of the controlling one. Do you think this is now kind of gone to Anthony? Is he the one who wants to be in control more than Fatima, maybe?
Yeah, he seems quite controlling. But I think that's just because he seems to be quite a nervous person all the time. He's got to find things to do. So maybe with the tasks and everything, he feels like it gives him a purpose. And if he was to sit down for a minute and there was nothing going on, he'd probably melt down.
I'm not sure it's control. I think it is centre of attention. As long as all eyes are on him, I don't think he'd mind what was going on. He just has to be the one that everyone's fretting over.
Yeah. He likes people fussing over him. Are you all right, Anthony? Have they upset you, Anthony?
Just wants a bit of attention.
Just shut up, Anthony!
Guys, I have something really interesting. Before the campmates entered the jungle, ITV2's resident clairvoyant made her predictions on their personalities before she even met them or anything. So have a look at her thoughts on Anthony.
There's something to prove here. He has something to prove, and it's something that matters to him. He can be extremely arrogant and picks his enemy, picks the person. There's quite strong insecurities running through him about what people think and about opinion and how he's doing personally. Because of his manner, he can actually appear to be stronger than he is. So he could be seen as a leader type person, but you've got to be able to lead people. He can't. He's scared of failure. His biggest fear is failing.
Ooh, Jade, has she hit the nail on the head there about Anthony?
I think she's, like, really spot on. Yeah. But I'm a bit like, has she seen something? She's been watching the VTs or something?
No, she hasn't.
How can she be that accurate?
Yeah. Do you believe, Matt, that he's quite arrogant and he just doesn't want to fail?
I don't know if he's arrogant. I think arrogant is the wrong word. I think he's just very precious. I don't know whether he... I don't know if it's a failure thing. I was amazed genuinely by how well he did in that task. And I think I was expecting him to go in there and it to be a bit of a Sunita Mark II. But he was like Bruce Willis in there, just powered on through.
I liked how he was talking to all the animals animals along the way as well.
He's kinder to a rat than he is to the rest of the camp.
But that makes me confused, because does that mean he's putting on an act? Because he acted really scared and then suddenly he goes in and does this amazing trial.
That's what I don't understand with Anthony, because he's miserable in the camp, but then when he had to go meet Ant and Dec, he kind of like a light bulb went on and he kind of come to life. Surely he's got to realise that people are watching him in camp and with Ant and Dec. That the two don't knit together.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm sure he understands that, I hope. Well, anyway, that's Anthony. But breaking news from camp. Here's the instant reaction to Sunita getting the trial.
And if you don't want to do it, the least it means will be happy.
Just say, I don't want to do it.
Because we're behind or whatever.
We don't care.
We don't mind.
We don't mind. No, seriously. Don't.
But try to do it for yourself.
They got me off, didn't they?
Try to do it for yourself, but if you cannot do it, don't do it.
Don't
do it if you don't want to do it.
Just take a look at it.
Straight away.
Don't do it if you don't want to do it. And don't feel bad. We're all behind you. And it's not but if you don't do it, do they keep voting for you? They do.
No.
If you turn it down, they try and
We'll just turn them down all the time.
Don't worry about it.
So, Stephanie and Lorraine saying if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Do you think they mean that? Because they're all hungry in there.
But I think Stephanie wants to be the cook. You know, she kept making reference to it before. So I think if he did step aside, she'd be like, right, cool, my turn now. And, you know, she keeps going on about being the mama and, you know, I feel like she kind of wants to be the boss. And when you are the provider for everyone then does naturally kind of gravitate towards you. So I think she'd quite like it.
I was really surprisingly happy with what Sunita done, because when she done the first trial, I thought she was going to be another Gillian, but she kind of got things back on track and got the stars. So, you know, that's what people want to see. Celebrities really struggling but getting the stars.
If they've only got half an hour for that trial, they're going to need to book some more time, cancel whatever show is on after I'm a Celebrity. She'll spend the first 15 minutes just sort of standing around opening bottles.
Well, guys, that's what our panel are saying, but what about you? We're about to take a short break, so why not use that time wisely by getting in touch with us? We want to know what your take is happening in the camp. So give us a call. You can call us on 090 1111 3377. Calls cost 26p from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be a little bit higher, and for mobiles will be considerably more. Also, coming up, Russell lets rip on our campmates, and Joe checks out what Sunita has coming when she attempts today's trial, Elevator. All will be revealed after this. Welcome back to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Now. In a few minutes, Russell gives us his take on our celebrities' jungle journey. Pat answers your questions live from the Bush Telegraph, and Joe heads out to Sunita's Elevator trial. Plus, today we're looking for funny captions for this. So what are they trying to say? Well, we want to know your thoughts. Go to the website itv.com/celebrity. But first, do you ever wonder how we get that amazing shot, you know, at the beginning of the ITV1 show, where Ant and Dec go, "Get me out of here!" Well, that's all thanks to that bad boy. It's called a technocrane, and out of all the 115 cameras used to film the show, it's responsible for some of the most impressive shots of the whole jungle. And best of all, it's a family operation. Check this out.
I'm here with Brendan. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
how you going, Joe?
Tell everyone at home what it is you do.
We work the technocrane here, which is a camera on the end of a big crane.
Okay, before we go any further, let's get the wide lens, show how big this camera is. Look at this monster of a camera!
We did the opening shot of the show, which is the sort of iconic shot. We fly over Ant and Dec.
Get out of here! So you just do the opening, which is a little bit lazy, really.
Oh, we do.
The
We do
beginning
5
and
or
then they
6
go home.
shots.
It's probably the biggest camera that I've seen on site. How'd you get this in?
We get it in, we break it into 3 parts, and we have a helicopter comes in.
You have a helicopter to bring in?
Yeah, helicopter.
The shot that you get from this camera, the kind of panoramic, and it gives the viewers at home a chance to see the canopy of the jungle.
Yeah, show we're actually out here in the jungle.
Shall we call your dad in? Steve, come and talk to us. We'll introduce you to Frodo, he's quite famous. Do you own this jib crane camera thing?
That's right, yeah. It's done every show. So it takes 3 of us, obviously, to operate it. There's Gareth, he telescopes it, and Brennan swings it, and then I just manipulate the head, pan, zoom, focus, and so on.
And we'll have a go on Frodo's crane.
Your job is going to be to tilt the actual crane to the top, and that's where Ant and Dec will be sitting, their piece to camera.
It's not all about Ant and Dec.
When Steve says go, you've got to tilt up and then aim the camera up there.
What?
Ready, Joe?
Ready, Steve.
And off you go. Where are you going? Oh, Joe.
I mean, that was a bit shaky, but we don't want to hit Ant and Dec. We want to kind of be next to them.
Let's go for it.
Quicker, quicker. We've only got 6 seconds.